Oh, wait, now the audio's good. There we go. All right, I think we are all good to go. Welcome, everybody, to the start of Season 1 of OFL 24. We're finally getting our first 4 weeks kicked off. We'll see if our preseason aspirations, or for some of us, tanks, have gone to plan or otherwise. What's good? C-Mill, MP, Pokemon, Todd, Danny, Hector, Jax, Chris, Littlejaw, MMGK, Nick, Spolk. How we doing, everybody? I know I'm ready. Put Jeffrey Simmons at rush defensive end. Okay, I can do that. For those of you who are new, basically what the rules are in stream regarding roster moves is that you are allowed to make changes to your depth chart. You are allowed to make trades, and those will be updated by the week. However, for scheme changes, Jeffrey Simmons is already there. Does it matter which side they're on? I can swap them if you want. Okay, there. Anthony Richardson is the starter, yes. But as I was saying, for the new people, you're allowed to make trades, you're allowed to make depth chart changes during the stream, but scheme changes you can only do in between streams. So let's say after 2 weeks, you hate your scheme and you think it's awful. You can change it after the stream is over. Can I sign a punter? I'm pretty sure every team was autoed a punter and kicker, so you should have one who's not, like, awful. You want Nwosu at rush right end. Okay. I can briefly show MP your linebackers. The VC people want me to join VC, so I'll do that in a second. We're going to start with the Jets. Did I happen? Yes, everyone's depth chart is fully up to date. All 32 teams. I went through everybody. That's how I was able to do the power rankings, because I went through every team and looked at them prior. If you beat me in week 1, please make my kicker QB1 for week 2. Okay. Can we make your kicker QB1 this week instead? Please? That's the wrong button. We want the Bengals. There's so many B teams. Deontay is slot receiver, I think, already. I remember having to go in and fix that myself. Yeah, you got Rashawn Gary, Baker, Josie Jewell, and Ronnie Harrison. Which teams are we watching? That's a great question. So let me check the winners of the polls. It looks like the poll results have not drastically changed. We will be watching the Rams and the Seahawks in week 1. We will be watching the Bears and the Caps in week 2. In week 3, we will be simcasting the River Hogs and the Ravens. And then in week 4, we will simcast the Raiders and the Chargers. So those are the 4 games we're going to do. And for the simcast games, if they're close, we are going to hop in and watch, because, what, are we going to simcast a tight fourth quarter game? All right, I guess I'll join VC now. For those of you, again, who are new, you're probably not going to be able to hear the people in voice chat, but just know I'm not talking to air. I'm talking to people. I know it's going to sound weird, but just go with it. Hello, friends. Simcasting us is crazy. Not gonna. Did you listen? We're literally watching your game in week 1. Listening is hard. I know it's hard. All right, Hector wants to see his corners, and then we will start for good. Can't you connect PlayStation 5 to Discord? I've tried it. I don't know how to make it work. I don't know why. It's a pain. If I can figure it out, I will. But no, I'm looking for Huskies now, not Patriots. I'm not used to this. Here you go. Yeah, he did. Gotcha. Hey, baby daddy, send me any Titans receiver, please. Who's baby daddy? I don't want to know. Let's get started. I think Siri is still on the injured list, but we can check. Siri, are you alive? Grant Delpit is at corner. Yes, I think. Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Still on it.
Yeah, no, Siri's on the injured list. I guess we have to go with the random number generator. So again, for those who are new, we decide the team we user. Well, it should be Siri, but Siri's like dead. So we have a random number generator between 1 and 2. The road team is 1. That is the Rams. And then Seattle, the home team, is 2. I don't think the user matters too much, but just for us to decide, it lands on 2. Yeah, the traveling's going to be a mess. We have Rio, we have Buenos Aires, we have Paris, we have Alaska. Why is it being slow? Control. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. All right, Seattle's wearing 90s throwbacks, and what do the Rams want to wear? I assume just the alternate classic, if I can find it. There we go. Yes, the white jerseys and either the white or the yellow pants make me want to puke. So Frank, please get this right. I don't feel confident in them, if that makes you feel any better. I haven't done any testing, so it's purely a guess. Frank was here a second ago. Where did he go? If not, we can pick his jerseys for him. Does anybody in voice chat or stream chat have anything they would specifically like? Let's see. Yeah, 2010s. Todd has suggested the 2010s Rams home. Not those. These. Okay, so probably if he wants these, then yeah, we can go with these. All right, I'm cool with that jersey matchup. Wait, hold on. I hate that like when I click back in and I have to redo it. Does everyone prefer blue or white? Oh, he doesn't want the... Okay. Don't do that. Well, what would you like instead? 90s away. They don't have 90s. They have 70s away. I imagine this is fine. Or 2000s. Let's see. No, that's the same ones. I imagine he wants this. The yellow pants, yellow helmets. Good. Perfect. Alrighty. So with that, now we can get started. So our first game of OFL 24. I am scared to see what the sliders look like. So I think it's going to be either really good or really bad and no in between. I made sure to turn momentum off, so that will not be an issue. Thank goodness. We're about to watch the craziest mid-off ever. Okay. I ranked both of these teams pretty high. I think I put the Rams at 1. They were the only team I had higher than us. And then Seattle, I think I had it like 6 or 7? 6. So these two teams I'm pretty high on. And again, who knows? It's purely a guess. But these two teams on paper should be pretty good. And the fact that they're in the same division makes things fun as well. I'll hit the under. So here's the Seattle offense. Sam Howell leads the way. I've heard good reviews about Howell in this game. If someone wants to set that up, that'd be cool. The game audio is... Oh, you're right. I haven't touched that. Okay. So I'll... Why is it on competitive? Why is it on competitive? I should not have done that. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's reassess real quick. Yes, it's not just your game audio. I'll fix it in a second. Yes, okay. We just ran one play. Is everyone okay with quitting out of the game and switching it to arcade? Does anyone object? It was a gain of 4. Why do you veto? Okay, we'll put the master volume on like 30. Yeah, just for that, I don't care about Hector's opinion. We can switch out. Who didn't fight for this? Why did it have to be out of town during the draft? Well, on the bright side for... Oh, I should switch to us. On the bright side for you, at least your team's going to be good this year. And then from there, I mean, you had the power after that. So I don't think it's the worst spot to be in. Yeah, I don't know if I can change it. I just switched over back to the Chargers. There we go. I think everything else is good. We shouldn't have to quit out again. All right, on to take 2. Does every team have a GM? Yes, they do. But we have a wait list. Yes, and the Chiefs have Matt Canada. That's also true. Oh, you want the 2019 aways now? Okay, that's fine. There you go. Okay, yeah, his are white. So you want the green ones? Okay. So we're having a double jersey switch. How fun. All right, take 2. Momentum is off. Yes. We don't have to quit for that again. All right, take 2 of 2. We're not quitting out again. Yeah, I feel weird not rooting for the Bengals. I mean, I'm not rooting against them, but, like, it feels weird. Okay, so Seattle's going to start with the ball again, but they're going to start with pretty good field position. There he goes! Jamison Williams is off to the races with no flags for a kick return touchdown. Welcome to OFL 24, everybody. Did we have one kick return in a watch game last year? I don't think we did. So here we are on the first one of 24, and J-Mo rips it to the house. Wow. J-Mo was good last year, but he wasn't this good. What happened? I almost traded for J-Mo. Did you now? The difference between arcade and competitive is staggering. I guess so far. It's only one play, but... Yeah, competitive doesn't work for sim. Like, if it was on simulation, I probably wouldn't have quit out, but since it was on competitive, that was pointless. No, not for this season. I want everyone to hold the idea of surprise. So now we get to see the Rams offense. Najee Harris gets a whopping 2 yards. We're getting actual good kick returns now. I didn't think I needed a good kick returner, but now maybe I should plan for that. I don't know. No, he's not. Mecole has like 95. J-Mo has 97 or 98. Third and 4. Lamar with a strike up the middle. That's a first down. I think that's Chigo Okonkwo. Yes, it is. Going through all the depth charts definitely helped me know these rosters today. So that'll be useful. We don't need to imagine that because that'll never happen. That's true. You're right. Rams offense does look pretty solid so far. It's a jet sweep. Why am I watching the OFL 22 Browns? That worked about as well as it did for the Browns. Big Isaiah Buggs makes the play. And now it's a 3rd and 4. They're in prime field goal miss range. And they're going to run the ball, and Najee gets nada. DJ Reader with the play, and the Rams are going to kick. 56-yard try. This is bold. Oh, it's a fake! And that is completely read perfectly by Seattle. Could not have been executed any worse. The Seahawks looked fully ready there. As these, well, he didn't go to the locker room, so he'll be fine. Gain of 0 for Tony Pollard. The Rams coach needs to go. I put the Rams at number 1. Maybe I should bump him down. Maybe the other LA team belongs at 1. 2nd and 10. Here's J-Mo wide open. Nearly gets the first down. Frank needs to fire his special teams coach. A kick return and then a field goal fake that could not have gone any worse. Big yikes on special teams. 3rd and inches. It's a play action. Howell goes downfield, has a wide open man. It's guess who? Jamison Williams, who gets 31. Not a bad start for J-Mo so far. He's looking pretty good. I'm enjoying this. J-Mo Masterclass. Jamison bet the over on his yards. Usually his yards over-under is probably right around 31, I would guess. So he's right at that mark already. Howell with an open man in the corner. It's a touchdown, number 2 for Jamison Williams, who's been all over the field so far. 2 all-purpose touchdowns in the first 4.5 minutes for J-Mo. And it's 14-0 Seattle. That was a dime. An awesome throw by Sam Howell, who looks good. He smashed that halfway through the first quarter. That's wild. The one bad thing about Frank losing, though, is before we simulate, he's going to be in position to have Warren Flowers. So, do with that what you will. Lamar keeps it on the option, and he's got a pretty nice run, breaks a tackle, and he gets around 18. Solid gain, brings him to midfield. Lamar's 4 for 4. He hasn't looked too bad. The rest of the team has, but he hasn't. Lamar looks downfield. It's dropped by the defense, nearly picked off by Jair Alexander, who should have caught it. It was right in his hands. And so now it's a 3rd and 3. Lamar keeps it on the option again. Breaks off a nice run. He gets it to the 40. Good thing I started J-Mo in my OFL Fantasy League. That's looking like a pretty good decision so far because he's cooking. Here's Najee with wide open room up the middle. He's gone! A 40-yard touchdown for Najee Harris, and the Rams are on the board. Little Ja jinxed him, guys. It's Ja over. Normally, Najee scoring that type of touchdown on a reception because he's the greatest receiver that the OFL's ever seen, but instead he does it on the ground, and it's 14-7. Here's JMO, kick return number 2. Not quite as good as his first. JMO would probably have around 20 points right now. He has 3 catches for, like, what, 50 yards, so that's 8. Plus the 2 touchdowns, that's right around 20, yeah. Here's Tony Pollard. Good run. Gets about 12. I know it's early, but this game's been fun so far. Evan Brown, Lion legend. What a guy. The Java Hut kitchen must be stretched because the Little Jaw is cooking. Howell sacked by Tank Lawrence. First sack of the year. Now third down. Howell with a rocket, and he overthrows his target. Good coverage by Marlon Humphrey. Yeah, the Rams have Tank Lawrence, Chris Jones. Who else do they have? They have Shaq Barrett, and they have somebody else who's good, who I'm blanking on. Well, that's pretty good, too. Faker Mayfield strikes. Well, unfortunately, that's not Faker Mayfield. We'll see Faker Mayfield next week. Here's Lamar. Option again. They've been working so far. He gets 21. They should just keep running it with him, clearly. I was concerned Seattle was going to run away with it, but LA's definitely making it a game. I feel like the special teams touchdown kind of like... It's like, do you expect that to happen again? So... Lamar's going to run with it again. This time not on a design, but still another nice play. His legs have been awfully good so far, and that'll wrap up the first quarter. Quite the start. 1 quarter down and a bajillion more to go. What? Yeah, I am, because they couldn't hear it. I'll take credit. Good job. Another option. Plenty of room again. And he gets 20 more. 5 carries for 75 yards. Can't get intercepted if you don't throw it, to be fair. Would I do a what? For a date with Aiden Hutchinson's a taken male. So, respectfully, I'm going to decline the offer. Nothing for Najee. The read options are very clearly broken so far because Lamar's been feasting on them all day, and he hasn't missed many throws. Would you do the donkey for 1K? No, I'm good. I can make 1K other ways. Lamar dives in for a rushing score, and the Rams tie it up, assuming they make the kick, which, I mean, they already faked once. What's wrong with the dancing? Is there an issue? Is he not allowed to have fun? If I replaced the K with an M, would I do it for 1 mil? Hell yeah, I'd do it. Are you kidding? For 1 mil? Rushing QB and Sin this year is crazy good, and apparently it's crazy good and watched with how dynamic Lamar's been in this game. So now Seattle has it back. Their last drive wasn't quite as good as their first. Howell's going to launch a rocket on the first play of the drive. It is caught at the 31 by DJ Moore. What a catch. Moss is the defensive back. That's a head tap. That was also a beautiful throw by Mr. Howell. He apparently is him, clearly. You'd commit bestiality. Now that you put it like that, yeah, now that you put it like that, I'm taking that back. I would not do that for $1 million. I'm going to pass. Howell sacked. It's big Chris Jones, who brings him down, and it's now 3rd and 11. Wide open man downfield to the 10. Who's the wide receiver 3 here? It's Nelson Aguilar. That might have been the worst coverage I've ever seen. He's available if you want him. He's in for a touchdown, you're right. DeAndre Hopkins would have scored that. But instead, Tony Pollard will take it in himself, and Seattle is back on top. That was great blocking. Wide open lane for Tony Pollard. Yeah, I didn't realize how much scoring we were going to have, but I'm happy I was wrong, because this has been fun. We don't need every game to be a shootout, but this has been fun. Frank is getting cooked by Nighthawks legend Tony Pollard, and I will take all the credit for that. That definitely was not Hector's. No, definitely not. No. Lamar's still in the zone, though, keep in mind. So we'll see how effective he'll continue to be. Donkey got with Dragon. Octi runs the Dragon. Might be onto something. Oh, here's a big run for Najee Harris. I think the one complaint I would have so far with the sliders, the run blocking does feel awfully high. Which, I mean, I like good runs. I like teams that can run the ball. And yes, pitch plays apparently work now. That's fun. Here's a good throw. Nearly a first down for Okonkwo. We can stay up late swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles. All right, you do that. Lamar, read option. Works again. No, I don't know that reference. I'm not cultured. Now at the 2-minute warning. Oh, that's from Shrek? Oh, I didn't know that. See, I'm not cultured. I didn't realize that was Shrek. He might run for 200. He honestly might at this point. I don't think there's anything sliders can do about that, though. They're just biting on every read option. No, I've watched Shrek. I just didn't know where, because I haven't probably watched it in like a long time, so I didn't know that quote. Littlejaw said he's never watched Shrek, so get mad at him, not me. I'm sorry I don't remember a specific quote. Broken up, and now it's a 4th and inches. I think they're going to kick, but I would get the argument to go. Okay, they will kick. L Streamer. What did I watched the movie, I just don't know the quote. They won't fake it. Kick is good, and it's 21-17. Of course, Little Jaw's never watched Shrek. Did we go over the team overalls? Thank you for reminding me. I forgot. We'll do that before we simulate week 1. Or we can do that at the end. That works too. Yeah, as long as we do it. Or we can do it whenever we want. Good point. You better not win the FGFL Bowl and retire. Well, I'm not planning on retiring regardless, so there's that. Howell up the middle. Nice catch. Aguilar comes down with it. And they called a timeout before running no huddle. I don't believe it. Ooh, good coverage. Down to 53 seconds. Howell's going to look short. He's got DJ Moore, who is going to get the first down, and he's out of bounds. That was a nice play after the catch. What's going on, SG? Go to your room and think about what you've done. Well, I am in my room, and I have thought about it, clearly. Oh, nearly intercepted. Good coverage again by Humphrey. Oh, God. Nice catch by DJ. They're probably going to call a timeout here. Marlon wearing 44. He's the type of guy to pick a weird number on purpose. That's such a Marlon Humphrey thing to do. We shouldn't be surprised. It's just not a traditional corner number. I mean, I applaud the creativity. Ooh, nice route. I think that's Aguilar again. Wait, no, that's Michael Thomas, the tight end. Slant boy. And now they're down to 10 seconds. They still have a timeout in their back pocket. I would expect a shot for the end zone. Okay, he just throws it away. That's fine, too. Seattle's ran the ball 4 times. That Dallas playbook is going crazy. Kick is good, and Seattle leads 24-17 going into half. It has been quite the start so far. No shortage of action in our first game of the cycle. Hopefully the second half is just as good. Yeah, they've been rumoring that. I'm excited to see that. DJ Chark is hurt. He'll go to the locker room. Not a starter, but an important depth player for the Rams, so I guess that's kind of significant. Yes, he is DJ Chark. Read option now to the left side. Lamar is gone! Nobody's going to catch him on the first play of scrimmage. 200. He might get 200 yards in this quarter. And the Rams tie it at 24. Has Lamar thrown any picks? No, because he's barely throwing the ball. He's just been running read options all day, and it's working. The first player in NFL history. Imagine Jahmyr Gibbs with these sliders. To be fair, Jahmyr Gibbs isn't going to have them biting on read options, but other than that, yes, I agree. Nathan Rourke read options will feed families. You might be disappointed. You might not be disappointed, but you might be disappointed. Who is... Yes, Polk is starting Nathan Rourke, Jaguar preseason legend. Respect him. Third and 7, good play. What? Playoffs. Yeah. Yeah, really. Spolk really wants Warren Flowers, clearly. Apparently a lot of people do. I hope you're gaslighting. That would be funny. Now 3rd and 3. Makes sense. Warren Flowers is really... I bet you he's not, though. Uh, no, they had Jordan Davis. They have Jamin Davis, the linebacker. That's who it is. Another first down for DJ Moore. There's a lot of Davis. It's a common name. Yes. He was supposed to be so good, and then he just wasn't. Made me sad. Howell's under pressure. Back foot on the run. Good throw. Gets him 5. I think that's... Was that Pollard or was that DJ Moore again? I think that was Pollard. Yes, it was. 3rd and 2. I don't think we had. The AFC South was close. We had 3. The AFC East also had 3 this year. And technically the Jets moved stadiums, if that counts. So technically everyone there did. Well, the stadium is, but they're still... Howell, quick throws, a wide open man. That's Nelson Aguilar, and he is gone. Seattle is back on top. Let him cook. He's balling. I'm enjoying the wide receiver 3 usage in this playbook because it's nice knowing that I have a good one. Nelson Aguilar, watch legend. Cooking in the big year 2024. Damn right he is. Super Bowl legend Nelson Aguilar. We often forget he caught 8 passes in the Super Bowl. Yes, he played well in that game. Yeah, but not then. Not that day. He's had a couple, like, spot decent seasons, yeah. QB draw, and it actually doesn't work. I don't believe it. A Lamar Jackson run, that doesn't work. Wild. Now 3rd and 3. It's a read option. Who would have guessed? He was in the backfield for about 5 seconds, and Seattle didn't try once to take advantage. Enjoy this while you can. The next game's going to be third. No, the next game is the Caps. Their offense might be the best in the league, and their defense might be the worst. If you think this is high scoring, that game, both teams might be in the 50s. Read option again, and it didn't work. I don't believe it. Najee gets 1. Seattle's run defense is starting to look better. Progress. Rome wasn't built in a day. Now it's 3rd and 8. They're probably going to have to throw it. They will. Up the middle. Good throw. That's a first down. And he waddles away. Jalen Waddle, who hasn't really done a whole lot today. Yeah, it's his first catch of the entire game. Thought that man was Todd Gurley. Lamar looks like OFL 20 Todd Gurley. For those who know, you know. Ten of 12, 90 yards. I mean, he's been efficient throwing the ball. Which is only... Yeah, exactly. We're the only two who know. But we know. Lamar's looking for the end zone. It's... Oh, he caught that? Okay. Devontae Parker with the touchdown, and now we're tied at 31. I'm surprised he caught that. Jair Alexander's doing his best A.J. Terrell impression. No, A.J. Terrell in a playoff game for me in OFL 22. He single-handedly lost. And the national championship, too. You're right. He went to Clemson. He got cooked by a 19-year-old in the national championship. Yes, but I will push agendas as I see fit. They had Trevor Lawrence. This is true. Yes, Trayvon Diggs as well. Fell victim. Tony Pollard with a big run to start the drive. Gets it to the 49. Nelson Aguilar and Devontae Parker having the 2018 battle in 2020, or I guess as you say, in 2024. How old would they be? Last play of the third. Yeah, it probably will. Wow, Howell's numbers are good. I mean, I knew they'd be good, but damn, he's cooking. We might set a record for the most pancakes in a single game. If there's one slider that's probably going to go down, it's going to be the blocking, especially the run blocking, yes. Octi ignoring my comments like Carl Malone ignores child safety laws. I acknowledged Nelson Aguilar. We talked about how well he played in the Super Bowl. This is a classic game. Is this Marshawn versus Gurley? It might just be. Yeah, that's pretty absurd. Yes, I think part of it is definitely the run blocking. Good coverage. Ryan Neal. It won't stop the read option, but it'll stop like the regular runs because Tony Pollard and Najee Harris have like 7 or 8 yards a carry. So it'll stop them, but it won't stop the read options. Yes. So it's not perfect, but I don't think there is a combat to the read option. Good throw on 3rd and 2. Nice grab by J-Mo, who's been quiet since his big first quarter. Yeah, he realized he could take the rest of the day off. Howell with a strike for Aguilar to the 4. Probably, yeah. Why does Sam Howell not have a face? He literally does. Hector must have been living under a rock, clearly. Does he know? That's a good point. Have we? Yes, we've always done arcade. Now I'm open to switching it based on how games go. This is only one game. Wow, an actual good run defense rep. Gus Edwards loses 2, courteous of Chris Jones. Well, he sure was on that play. Now it's 3rd and goal at the 3. Howell, slant, broken up. It was in his hands, too. Ryan Neal again. And they're going to kick. How bad is Gus Edwards to lose yards in OFL 24? Well, Todd just said that he's one of the worst watched running backs in the game. So there's your answer. Yeah, that makes sense. Currently reminiscing Chiefs versus Rams in 2018, and if D Ford was on sides, we would have had a rematch. That play made me so sad. That would have been a fire game. Here's Najee. Only gets one. Seattle's run defense continuing to play better. Give them credit. Yeah, better all things considered. Lamar actually looks to throw. It goes downfield. Tipped and incomplete. Good coverage by Trayvon Merrick. Bengal legend. Who dey? They've got a couple Bengal legends. Obviously, JMO as well. Broken up again. We're going to get a punt, guys. It's happening. Kendall Fuller makes the play that time. Can these DBs catch the ball? I think after run blocking, the interception sliders might be the next thing changed. That was a fake field goal, not a fake punt. The defensive stop. Who did? God did. What? It was at the 20. How is that a what a punt, Mr. Jaw? Is that Aguilar? No, it's not Aguilar. That's Michael Thomas. Merrick is a Ravens legend from OFL 22. I guess he's been on some good teams. Good for him. No rings, though. Yeah, interceptions probably will come. I don't want to overreact with the sliders too much because it is only one game. It's not like I'm going to boost anything up by like 20. Howell floats it up. A beautiful throw, and the Seattle Seahawks bring it to the 23. Who is this? Is this the backup? Big Conk? No, it's Adam Troutman. I don't know why he'd be in the game, but he just made a sick play. He is cooking. Yeah, I got you. Seattle tries the read option. Doesn't quite work as well. Howell rips it. That's a touchdown on the wheel route for Tony Pollard. Sam Howell might not be Lamar Jackson, but as a passer, he's been better. Why, yes it is. Is this the dagger? Well, it's still a 10-point game. There's still time. Now, the Rams are not going to run the ball a lot, which is unfortunate for them because, I mean, they ran for 300 yards. Yep, 72. That's a lot. Fumble! Rams pick it up. He might have been down anyway. Not that it matters since they got it. Marlin being burned by a halfback. At least Tony Pollard's fast. It's not like he got burned by somebody who's slow. Yes. Yes, he did. I thought it was the same guy. I think Lamar's been in the zone the entire second half. That's wild. There's Okonkwo to the 50. They should just spam read options. They should. Madden's not smart enough. But they absolutely should. Lamar wants it all. And both guys could have caught that. But instead it's incomplete. Should have been intercepted first, but then the receiver could have caught it. Lamar's under pressure. 50 was unblocked. Doesn't get him. And Lamar gains 10. Are you guys ready for Watch Dortch? Only for us to lose by 23. Up the middle. Good throw. Good tackle by Dragon Legend Jelani Salami. Did we do preseason sims? We did not. That's only going to be for this year. They'll be back next year. Left him. Whoa! Pause. Lamar's incomplete again. Third and 3. Incomplete again. They'll probably kick here. They're only down by 10. They can afford to kick. And they will kick. 50-yarder. Kick is good. Lead is down to 7. Starting at the 28, can they finish it off with Tony Pollard? Presumably. Pollard jukes away but loses 2. They had Hendon Hooker running the ball. Yikes. What a disaster. Second and 12. Tony Pollard gets 9. And now the game's on the line. Third and 3. First down wins it for Seattle. It's a play action. Howell with a strike up the middle to J-Mo, and that will do it. That was a good game. That was fun. But Seattle will hang on to win the first game of OFL 24, 41-34. Cannot remember the last time we've had a game this high scoring. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come. Hopefully we get more games like this, because this was a good one. Minus the Rams cheesing the read options. Other than that. And they cheesed it and still lost. You're right. You're right. Sam Howell, what a game. Nearly 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. You guys were not lying about him. Lamar, solid as a passer, but he was most impactful as a runner. 195 yards. The Rams as a team had nearly 300. A lot of guys stood out receiving-wise. J-Mo had an all-around great game. Aguilar made plays. DJ did. Quiet games from Hollywood and Waddle. Only 3 catches for 30 yards. A lot of pancakes. Yeah, Nick pointed this out. 9, 8, 6, 6, 4, 4. We usered... you'll be closer to the beginning because you start with B. Cheers. Cheers. All right, I think it's sim time. Are we ready to see how our teams, everybody else's teams, do in their first games of the cycle? You're not excited. See you on the dark side, guys. Here we go. I did not mean to click standings. We're not looking at standings. We want to look at the schedule. There we go. Okay. The Steelers beat the Niners. The Denmark disaster class has begun. 25-24. Both QBs played really well. Shout out. I forgot to change Kenny Pickett's name. I will remember to do that. He'll be Kenny Pickles soon. Derrick Henry was kind of quiet, although he got the ball a lot. Congrats. Titans beat the Bulls 31-28. Another close game. Jared Goff played very well. Second rounder in the fantasy draft. Was he a reach? This game suggests maybe not. The Voyagers beat the Jets. That's a surprise. 28-14. Deshaun Watson completes 87% of his passes, while Dak Prescott wasn't bad himself. So the Jets are 0-1. Cowboy legend Deshaun Watson. The Armadillos lose to the Chargers. 35 points for the boys. 152 rushing yards. Love to see it. Jalen Hurts played very well. Good. Mac Jones was fine. Sean Tucker, 26 for 109. Cowboy playbook, he's still getting the ball a lot, while Josh Jacobs was shut down. The Josh Jacobs revenge game did not go to plan. Hopkins was the leading receiver for us. That's interesting. And then on defense, Owen Popo with a good game. Sacks for Zach Allen and Harold Landry, and then no turnovers. The Bears lose to the Dreads by 1, 14-13. Baker Mayfield did not play very well whatsoever. Outplayed by Justin Fields. Dameon Pierce was a disaster and still won. Me and Octi had the same playbook. My running back ran it 26 times. They ran it 8 times. Dreads owning Todd. What else is new? Zadarius Smith had 2.5 sacks. Greg Newsome had a pick. The Bengals get blasted by the Browns. Interesting. Tyler Huntley with a good performance. Desmond Ridder, not so much. Yeah, I know. I said the Browns won. I think I did. Well, the Browns won. Brian Brzee with a solid game. Nick Bosa with a sack. Garrett with a sack. The Black Knights lose to the Rio Caps 24-10. The Caps allowed 10 points. That's a surprise. C.J. Stroud was okay. Anthony Richardson was not great. Brian Robinson played very well. Don't show this to Frank. Walker Little allowed 3 sacks. Bradley Chubb had 2.5. The Blues beat the Riverhogs 27-24. Yet I was told I was going to have the Osa trade with the Blues. These guys are not too bad. They just beat Patrick Mahomes, who was outplayed by Justin Herbert. Not a great game for Mahomes. We haven't gotten to them yet. We'll be close because we're getting near the Chiefs. Broncos country, let's ride 40-3 over the Raiders. The Nathan Rourke experience is off to quite the start. Warren Flowers, it's time to learn Las Vegas, buddy. While Tua played very well. Good game, big game for Zay Flowers. The Raiders have Spolk. I think he's trying to tank. He said, let's go. This was the goal. He wants Warren Flowers. Browns won. Bulls lost. Caps won. The Cardinals beat the Commies 17-14. Both QBs were pretty mid. Warren and Hollywood team up in Vegas. Well, Spolk's probably going to have to get another high pick for Hollywood. Or else he is learning Los Angeles. Hollywood's going to be a Charger. Can we get to your game real quick? Yes, I can skip over to yours. That's fine. You guys played the Condors, so you guys are like up next anyway. Condors beat the... let me rephrase. The Condoms beat the Ravens 27-24. Big game for Joe Burrow. He did get sacked 4 times. Bryce Young, not so much. Mike Williams played well. DeJuan Jones did not play well. Micah Parsons, 3 sacks in the loss. All right, next up, we did the Cardinals. We did the Chargers, both up. Chiefs lose to the Lions 17-7. Neither quarterback was good at all between Will Levis and Zippin Zappy. Because they're bad. There's going to be some quarterbacks who throw like 30 picks this year because some of these guys like Zappy are in the Cowboys playbook, so just be prepared. Can you show my... I showed yours like earlier. You'll have to go back. I already showed it. Next up is the Cowboys who beat the Giants. Trey Lance, masterclass for Lap Dance Lance. 4 tutties. That's a surprise. Aaron Jones played very well. I put the Cowboys at 31 in my power rankings. That's not looking good, albeit it's only 1 game. The Cowboys, I feel like they're trying to tank. They traded all their high picks. I don't trust Trey Lance. The Eagles beat the Huskies 17-14. Will Levis versus Bailey Zappi on primetime. What a beautiful game. Both quarterbacks were not very good. We've had a lot of bad QB performances today. Can't relate. Montgomery played well. Anthony Richardson was good compared to half of these guys, to be fair. Jonathan Grenard, 3 sacks. He was really good on Hobie's team last year, and it looks like he will be again. Carolina beats Atlanta. I think the Panthers are going to be quite good. I think I put them in the top 10. They're going to be nice. Josh Allen wasn't even all that good, though. He was outplayed by Brock Purdy. Ooh, Dortch had a touchdown? Why didn't I acknowledge that? Big game for Olamide Zaccheaus. 2 sacks for Zach Sealer. Yeah, have fun. Niners lost. Giants lost. Huskies lost. Jets lost. Lions won. The Falcons beat the Panthers. I'm special. I'm out here hyping up the Panthers just for them to lose. Rams obviously lost. Ravens, Riverhogs, Seahawks. That's everyone. There we go. Week 1 of the books. If your team won, you're cool. If not, I don't know what to tell you. Players of the week, Lamar Jackson gets it over Sam Howell. It had to be one of those two. Along with Tua Tagovailoa, Levante David, and Marshawn Lattimore, who had 2 fumble forces and recovered 2 more, along with an interception. Goddamn. Have yourself a day, Marshawn Lattimore. That'll bring us into week 2. Before we get into the game, I do want to do a couple things. First, we're going to touch the sliders slightly. And then team ratings is the other thing, yes. Sure. Alright, so run blocking I'm going to knock down to 50. I think QB accuracy I think it was a little bit too easy to throw the ball. So we'll up that slightly by about 5. Nothing crazy. 42? Yeah, this is all... I have it on All Pro right now. Okay. I think we can roll with this for now. We'll see what happens. Well, we get Baker Mayfield this week. Take that with what you will. And then the other quarterback is going to be Mr. Coleridge Bernard Stroud IV. Here are the team ratings, by the way. We need to watch an Anthony Richardson masterclass. That's what I want to see. Yes, they are really good. They're going to be nasty this year, and only this year. All right, there we go. Yes. All right, so the winner of this game, of course, was the Bears and the Caps, our other watched game. Who's home? The Caps are home. Number generator lands on 2. That's the Caps. What jerseys would you like? Wait, why do you want the Bears to win? They're in your division. I mean, you can root for whoever you want. I don't care. Fair enough. Alternate or alternate classic? Okay, and what pants do you want? Yes, orange helmets, orange jerseys. What color pants? Okay, let's see if we can find them. Is there an orange hiding in here somewhere? Well, I don't see it. Yeah, they don't have it. And then the Caps want all blue. The Cap jerseys honestly look kind of nice in game. I feel like these look good. I like these. Black pants? Okay, well that's not right. There we go. I hate the internet. Don't forget to make my kicker my quarterback. Oh, okay, I won't. I probably will forget. I'm going to write that down. Yes, I am. Maybe. On to week 2. We've got the, not Columbus. I'm not used to that yet. The Rio de Janeiro Caps, who won their first game, facing off against the 0-1 Chicago Bears. 2 teams who, again, I ranked pretty highly. Where did I put these teams out of curiosity? I put the Bears at 7 and the Caps at 10. The Caps defense might be the worst in the league, but their offense is right up there. So that should be fun. And then the Bears roster is pretty good across the board. Okay, I'll stall for you for another minute. I'll fill up my drink and make sure you guys don't blow up the place while I'm gone. No, I did. I moved it up by like 5 or something. So not like a lot, but I did. Where did I put your ranking? I put you guys at 12. I guess that's lower than I thought, but still, 12's not bad. We will start with the Bears on offense. This will be interesting. Baker Mayfield, Bijan Robinson, Mike Evans, and Brandon Ayuk lead the way for Chicago. Why did I put you at 30? Because you guys are, like, tanking. And Tyler Lockett. Yes, I apologize, Tyler Lockett. Oh, of course. Watch game Greg Dulcich. I'm curious to see how good he is after he was great last year. Good start for Bijan. Gets around 11. We are tanking with culture. Yeah, but it's just a year 1 ranking. It's not for the future. I put the Niners at 3 for Christ's sake. Where did I put the Dreadnoughts? I had the Dreadnoughts towards the back because I don't trust the offense. But you're 1-0 so far. I can make you can make depth chart changes midstream. Ideally not the whole thing, but like something small if you want to like fix something. Oh, here's a nice play after the catch. He's gone. 63 yards to the house for Tyler Lockett. Dak Prescott had more rushing attempts than Nick Chubb. Yikes. I just want to change my slot receiver. Yeah, that's fine. Why is the orange better than in real life? That's a good question. Both of these teams have clean jerseys. I didn't think the Caps would look this good, but they look really nice. Did I give Chris Jones inside stuff? I think I did. Yeah, 9 minutes. Same as last year. Now we get to see the Caps offense. This will be interesting. C.J. Stroud, Brian Robinson. He had a great week 1. Along with probably the best receiving trio in the league with Stephon Diggs, Terry McLaurin, and Puka Nacua. If somebody's close to them, it probably is the Bears, who probably are second, ironically. So if you want good receiver play today, here you go. No, probably not. Good kick return from Max Duggan. How could I forget? Yes, Max Duggan, for those who don't know, is returning kicks. I don't know, but he is. Ooh, Stephon Diggs is hurt. Best receiver trio no more, clearly. He's only on the sideline, so it looks like he'll be fine. 3rd and 4 now. Ooh, good catch. I think that's Dalton Schultz. Is he their tight end? I think he is. Yeah, it is Dalton Schultz. There you go. Nice catch. Channeling his inner Greg Dulcich. Changing playbooks. Dallas was stinky. I mean, it is only 1 game. But Stroud misfires, incomplete. How much did you bribe the refs? Jeez. PI, targeting, roughing the passer, all in the same drive. These Chicago refs are crazy. Who did they fly into South America? That's ooh, good throw up the middle. Terry McLaurin on 3rd and 7. Gets the first down. To div up, Greg Dortch would need a lot of yards or a lot of touchdowns, pretty much. Yeah, he's old. Lower pass blocking. That might be the next thing, because there wasn't a ton of pressure in the first game. There's been a little bit here, I think. But in the first game, there really wasn't much. Also, partly because the quarterbacks got rid of the ball fairly quickly. No paranoid sense of pressure, cough, Jalen Hurts, cough. Another third down conversion. The Stroud and McLaurin connection's looking solid with Diggs out of the game. Scary Terry's doing his job as the new number one. Not quite 23, JC, so far. Not a lot for Brian Robinson, though, after a big game last week. Who's in Paris? Who is hyped for the national championship tonight? I'm more hyped for the information on the game, on the new NCAA game. Although I am excited to see Washington get blasted. I am looking forward to that. Now that I say that, they're going to win by 20, but 3rd and 8. Under pressure, Stroud. It's caught for a touchdown by Puka Nakua. That was a great play. Yeah, Reddick had him the entire way. I thought Stroud was throwing it away when he got rid of the ball. But it turns out Puka was wide open in the back of the end zone, and we're tied. Good play. I just want... no, it's confirmed. It's happening. We're getting an NCAA game this year. I would imagine there's a good shot. We know the date tonight, apparently. But it's happening. Let's see what the Bears can do for their second drive. First one was pretty good. Here's a nice run again for Bijan. Can we confirm that Lamar is winning the MVP? On one hand, through 1 week, he probably is the MVP, but on the other hand, if the Rams stay at their current pace, they would go 0-17. Lamar can be as good as possible, and they're not going 0-17. I can't wait to make Boise State the next powerhouse team. Malachi Nelson on the blue turf. That Boise State would be a really fun team. Baker under pressure. He's going to run with it. Good gain. Gets about 4. That was a nice play. Yeah, that was not a bad play. 3rd down, short throw, caught for a 1st down by Mike Evans. Can Arizona make the playoff next year? I guess they can. I mean, the Big 12 has to have somebody go. Could be Oklahoma State, could be Arizona. I would say those two were pretty close to the top, at least to start the year. 20? Damn. Has Alan Bowman ever thought about using the great website Indeed.com, though? Watch game Dulcich. His second catch. But in before Kansas State Masterclass. That's not happening. Maybe a different Kansas school, but not them. Remember the games in his Kansas State era? I do. He was obsessed with Jerome Tang. It was so weird. But that's probably the most normal thing he's done. Baker is 6 of 6. Not a bad start for Mr. Mayfield. Last OFL stream with the game, Greg Newsome ended the game with a pick. That's true. How has Jerome Tang done since the era of DeGame? Well, they're not as good this year, by far. Baker, what a move! Wide open! Watched game, Dulcich in for the score. Baker did like a Beyblade spin move in that pocket. He wasn't really under pressure, but still. And then again, similar to the Puka play, who's covering the right back corner of the end zone? No one. Best Caps defensive drive. To be fair, they only allowed 10 points in week 1, albeit they played Anthony Richardson. But still, they only allowed 10 points. Today, they're not looking as good. They're playing the worst defense in the game, though. We can't forget that. Fair. Greg Dulcich came out of the tight end factory better than ever. I can't imagine what Kyle Pitts is going to look like next year on Todd's team. What a catch! Terry McLaurin's cooking. I thought it said they're the Capitals. Yeah, their stadium is called like Capitol Field or something. Captains would be cooler, but whatever. Play action. Here's Stroud. Has a wide open man. It's Puka. Who needs defense anyway? Rio isn't even the capital of Brazil. How did we approve this? The jerseys are better than I expected, but the optics don't make any sense. Well-known capital, Rio. Yeah, but the jerseys are nice. They're better than the picture looked. I think they look good. I like the blue. Yes, it is. It has the Jesus Christ statue. That doesn't make it the capital. From the 6, Brian Robinson gets 3. Come to Rio Rico, Arizona. I would rather go to Gary, Indiana than Rio Rico. I would rather take a nice drive through Gary. Pitch for Robinson. I just saw a guy get flattened. B-Rob is in for the score. We're tied at 14. Brasilia is the capital of Brazil. That is a fun fact. I didn't know that. Although I guess that makes a lot of sense. Why is every game a shootout? We've had 2 games. That was TJ Watt. Jeez. But yeah, the sliders are very offense-heavy, clearly. So there's still some tuning that needs to be done. But at least we're having fun games in the process. I think that was TJ Watt. Oh. That would have been a lot funnier if it was TJ Watt. TJ Watt doesn't have Superstar, though. Yeah, he deserves a break. Octi is racist to Rio Rico, Arizona. No, I just don't really want to go there. There's Mike Evans. Nope, he's 8 for 8. He is balling. The Saints are what? Why? That might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why would they do that? Bijan disaster class. We're going to get a punt. Did we not just watch John Gruden get, like, yeeted out of the league? Why are we welcoming him back? Lance might be excited. He would be one of the good ones, the Lance. Oh, there was a fumble? He picked it up. I wasn't even looking. Oh, it's Max Duggan. Now that I realize that we shouldn't be surprised. Oh, he might have been down anyway. Max Duggan disaster class. I was looking at the Wikipedia page of Gary, Indiana. Oh, that's fun. Good defense. Who's 39? Jackson. Who's Jackson on the Bears? It's not Eddie Jackson. He's on Tennessee. Oh, that's J.C. Jackson. I'm slow. Oh, yeah. I'll write that down with the Armadillo's kicker thing. There. Good play for a first down. Stroud. Play action again. Under pressure. On the run. Has a wide open McLaurin to the 25. Stroud is, in fact, cooking. He's having himself a day. It looks like Stephon Diggs is back in the game. I don't know when he re-entered, but he is back. Doesn't matter because McLaurin's getting all the catches. Stephon Diggs, can you count to 5? 1, 3, 7, 5. You're back in the game, buddy. If Danny is actually running his kicker at quarterback because he's mad, I didn't trade him Crosby. Make Wishnowsky the quarter. I don't know if I can make Mecole Hardman the running back, but I can definitely make Wishnowsky the quarterback. Mitch Wishnowsky versus whoever the kicker is. That's going to be a game. I don't know. Kick is good, and the Rio de Janeiro Caps had their first lead of the game. CJ should have been mine. You both passed on him. I'm starting Maddie. Who's Maddie? Oh, the kicker. Oh, okay. Don't start my kicker? Oh, who do you want us to start? Oh, you want to win now? Okay, I can put Mac there. Yeah, Nick has Dak, who I would probably pick over CJ Stroud. As good as Stroud has been so far, he's looking great. As has this gentleman, Baker Mayfield, who still has not thrown an incompletion. Gag gets censored on the YouTube chat. Did not know that. Wait, so just so I'm clear, you still want Mac to start, right? Just so I get it right, like, for sure. You want Mac or Matt? If Danny doesn't do it, then don't change anything. Okay. I love how they're just trying to play like a chess war with each other. Up the middle. Big hit. Nice catch. Tyler Lockett just collapsed to the ground. He just did the DeMar Hamlin. How is he still in the game? I don't want to. So no one's switching their quarterbacks after all that. Okay. Mac versus Kyler it is. Another tough catch. Yeah, they've made some pretty ridiculous catches. I might slide that down by like 5 or 10. Who wants Tua? I want your other quarterback. Tua won the AFC Player of the Week, by the way. Let's keep that in mind. I would have picked CJ over Dak because I'm loyal to my glorious Pookie Bear. Oh, Baker Mayfield's hurt! Oh, boy. Is he going to the locker room? No. Okay, so he'll be fine. Who's ready for Mr. Biscuits? Dragon legend, and I guess technically Bear legend, Mitchell Trubisky is in the game for now. Good throw. Bijan Robinson to the 11. Well, it's not really a revenge game. He's playing on the Bears. That clock is just chirping away. 7, 6, 5. He'll go short for Dulcich, and I imagine they will kick. Yes. So they'll tie the game here at 17. Let me guess. Todd is screaming, pretty much. There was a moment of it's over, and then once he saw Baker was only on the bench and not the locker room, it was a moment of we're back. Who's ready for a Max Duggan masterclass? Not quite. And that'll wrap up the first half. 17-17. It's been a good game so far. I don't know about good. I mean, he's a kick returner. He's not a good... I wouldn't say he's a good one. Because it's funny, I guess. Duggan gets it to the 19. How fast is... I would imagine he probably has around 80-ish speed. He's a 32 receiver, so do with that what you will. I think as a slot receiver, which he's the second slot receiver on their depth chart, he's a 17. I don't know. I mean, it's his team. You're right, it does. I'm curious to see if he enters the game to start or not. Ayuk has done nothing today for what it's worth, which makes me sad. Okay, maybe not nothing, but he hasn't done much. I've been disappointed. He has 88 speed. Damn! I didn't know he was that fast. Good for Max. Flag, that's going to be a hold. Big play for Puka, but I think this is coming back. Well, you're not going to go 0-4 because you're already 1-0. Trey Lance threw 4 touchdowns. He balled out. He balled out. Is he in the NFL? He's been like out off and on the Chargers practice squad. If you're referring to Duggan. Guys, guess who's made his guest appearance? It's our great friend, Dig Ames. Stroud's going to run with it. He's got room. And he is flattened to the ground for a gain of 10 by Stephon Gilmore. Both defenses have definitely picked it up compared to the start of this game. Kind of like the first game. The Louisville Vultures. They're not quite the Vultures. Oh, look who's coming in the game at quarterback. Baker Mayfield appears to be back. Wait, yeah, no, that is Baker. Okay. They showed him originally, but I didn't know if they were going to keep him in the game, but that's definitely him. 16 of 16. Never really followed him. You never followed Jerome Tang. Really. Really. Oh, here's a big play. Brandon Ayuk. To the 14. Yeah, he is nasty. His second catch of the game, and it proves to be a big one. The games. What do you think of Warren Flowers? Oh boy. Is Baker a top 5 quarterback and watched? So far, he's pretty nasty. Again, it's only one game, but he hasn't exactly missed a throw yet. Yeah, we have B. Robinson versus B. Robinson. Yeah, I think wide receiver catching is probably the biggest one, but pass blocking, pass coverage, probably even QB accuracy as well. I would say those are all going to move. Mayfield fires for Bijan Robinson. That's a touchdown. He's going above and Bijan. Who, Baker? Yes. Did you miss Brandon Ayuk gaining 40 2 minutes ago? I get that was mostly a play after the catch, but it wasn't a check down either, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, winning's the biggest thing. Here's Brian Robinson, the other B. Robinson with a big gain. He's been quiet so far until that play. That's 26. That's about half of his yards. I mean, to be fair, they've only allowed 17 points against this offense. That's not that bad. It's a jet sweep for Terry McLaurin. I'm getting Browns flashbacks. He loses 4, courteous of Hassan Reddick. Yeah, that'll count as a pass, I think. Second down, Reddick. Or that's not Reddick. That's J.C. Jackson coming off the edge with the sack. Whoa, pause. Stop mentioning the OFL 22 Browns. 2 OFLs ago, let it go. Whenever I see a jet sweep, that's what I instinctively think of. Ooh, should have been intercepted. Those interception sliders need a raise. If J.C. Jackson's dropping wide open picks, then I think there might be a slider issue. He's not dropping that with a reasonable slider. Yes, he's gone. So here returns the Bears offense. Still no incompletions for Baker Mayfield. Albeit, he's playing against DoorDashers, but you only play the teams on your schedule. Can't fault him. He hasn't made any mistakes today. Not much for Bijan. Second and 9. There's Brandon Ayuk. Nice little comeback after the catch to the 29. DoorDashers. Respect Donovan Wilson. I'm sorry, Donovan, for being the second best player on this defense. Another loss for Bijan. I think that was Mozzie Smith who brought him down. Baker threw an incompletion. I don't believe it. Nakobe Dean in coverage. 3rd and 11. Baker's going downfield. Wide open. Oh, he dropped it. Mike Evans. How? That is probably at least a gain of 30. It's not like he was covered. Maybe the wide receiver catching isn't such an issue. How did he drop that? Not just a ball, that ball. That's as easy as it gets. And now the door is wide open again for Rio. Bro thinks he's MVS. Terry McLaurin's still in the zone. He hasn't been out of it in a while. Yeah, that was a boot. Who's your punter? Oh, you have the punt god. Yeah, that was a boot. Yeah, that was nasty. Hector confirmed won the trade. And that'll wrap up the third quarter. 24-17 Bears, or should I say the Bears, or Bears with the edge over the Rio Caps. Yes. Bears slash the Bears. It's never the Bears. There's McLaurin again. Is your defensive coordinator Greg Williams? There's Jonathan Vilma out there, middle linebacker. Oh, that was funny. McLaurin again. How many catches does he have? Like 8? 9 for 109. He wanted to help you get Trevor Lawrence. You should be grateful. And then Braden Mann stopped that. Nice play on the run by Foye Oluokun. Third and 2. They do run it, and they get it. Brian Robinson gets around 4. Stroud. Screen is tipped. TJ Watt did a thing. He hasn't done much today, but he did that. Okay, there's some. That's more than I thought. 2nd and 10. Stroud. Good throw. Good catch by Puka. Puka's had a solid game. Meanwhile, Diggs, who's been in and out with a concussion, has done nothing. Or what we think is a concussion. Madden doesn't do concussions. Madden's not allowed to. Oh, there you go. Madden's favorite injury. Well, Bruce Turnham takes you out of the game. Diggs is still in. There's Schultz. Not quite to the line. That'll make it a 3rd and 1. TJ Watt, Greg Newsome, Greg Dulcich, and Mike Evans are all on his team, and they don't know what to... Dulcich has been good. Oh, what a throw! A strike. Who's 8? Who is this gentleman? Bro, that's Brian Robinson. I'm silly. Apparently. Alabama guys, power backs. There's some similarity. They were both drafted at like 23. A lot of similarities. Which is stupid because concussions happen in real life. You are absolutely correct. But I think the NFL doesn't let Madden do it. Which, again, is kind of stupid. But NFL's not trying to promote the head injuries. Ooh, incomplete. 3rd and goal, 4:35 to go. If they don't get it, I feel like they got to go for it. So you got 2 shots here at the end zone, and if not, well, you're in trouble. Stroud. He's going to take off and run with it. He's got a clean pocket, and he is in. We're tied at 24. Coleridge. Bernard. Stroud the 4th. Let's see what the Bears can do. Baker Mayfield's been great today. My glorious king, CJ Stroud with a legacy drive. Keep your pants on. Bijan gets 3. I don't know what he was trying to do there at the end. I will not. Okay, fair enough. Interesting. Yeah, it's pretty much Cincinnati and Dallas for basically everyone. There's Ayuk, could play. He's had a big second half. Handoff for Bijan. Breaks a tackle. There's a good run. He gets about 7. Trevor Penning is hurt, though. It's Baker versus CJ. Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't think of that. Bijan gets one, and now Dalton Risner is hurt. The Bears' offensive line is collapsing as we speak. The Riz God. Is who going? Sua Opeta, is that who you said? Oh, God. Yikes. 3rd and 2. Do you run it or do you throw it? It's a run to the outside, and Bijan does get the first down. He gets 10. Good run. And now they're pretty close to field goal range, so they should score. If they drain the clock, if they manage the clock well, they should win. But this is Madden. Oh, yeah, that's probably not who I'd want here. Another good run for Bijan. Baker's going to throw it now. He's got Dulcich. And watch game Dulcich brings it to the 1. And there's another injury to the offensive line. This time it's Josh Jones who's going to the locker room. That's 3 within the last 5 plays. First and goal at like the half-yard line. Bijan Robinson is in for a score. And the Bears take the lead with 2:03 to go. We are usering the Caps. We user both home teams today. Well, who do you guys play? Actually, no, you're going to be like first, because BE and then BL. You're going to be like the first one. The Lions would have played Seattle in week 2, so yeah, you'll be towards the middle. Genius move by not letting it go to the 2-minute warning first. Well, now it is after the kick return because Max Duggan. We're giving him the bounty gate. Stroud with a rocket! It's incomplete. Oh, that seems fair. Stroud goes short. He's got Brian Robinson for 8. That's an early timeout. Okay. A little bit surprised by that. But it's not even that Lamar was dominant. It was that the Seahawks bit every time. There's Stephon Diggs. He made a catch. Oh, he has 5 today. Oh, I apologize, Stephon Diggs. I wasn't familiar with your game. There's B. Rob at the 45. Do y'all see my messages? I don't know, do we? Are your messages John Cena? Don't ask why I'm in the hospital. I'll ask, why are you in the hospital? Please score a touchdown and go for... Do you think Madden's going to go for 2? Madden would never. I wouldn't mind that call at all. Oh, there you go. Yeah, they're going to take 6. Gotta lose pass blocking. I know. I'm gonna tune it down even more because the pass blocking's been a little too much. 3rd and 1 now. Yeah, but it's only for watch games. So for the sim, it doesn't really matter. I've seen Madden 24 go for 2 numerous times to win. Wow, I've never seen that. I hope that happens though. Whether they get it or don't, I want to see it to believe it. No, they have 1. They didn't use it though. Stroud, good throw for Puka, and they call their last timeout at the 6 with 15 to go. Stroud, ooh, nearly intercepted. Close call. Yes, it will, for sure. Down to 11 seconds. They just can't let the ball stay in the field of play, whether it's a sack or a short completion. Stroud, under pressure. He's sacked by Reddick. I don't think they're going to get a playoff. Nope. That's it. And Chicago hangs on. Stroud sacked at the end of the game, and the Caps are unable to score. It's a Bears defensive masterclass. That was another really good game. We were treated to 2 very fun matchups with 4 really fun teams who I think all have a chance to do something pretty special this year. Baker Mayfield was unreal. Well, I wasn't familiar with his game because this is ridiculous. Perfect passer rating, 2 incompletions. C.J. Stroud, also quite good. Both run games were fine. A lot more reasonable than the last game. I might boost it up a tiny bit, though. Terry McLaurin was a beast. Dulcich was a beast. Where's the Evans drop? Did we not see him have the worst drop ever? Okay, I guess you're right. The Caps have a good offensive line, though. So, not by much. Maybe by like 3 to 5. I guess that's a good point. You're right. You're right. You're right. Feels like the stream's about to end, but it's technically just starting in a way. Okay. Oh, I have to do the Colts slot receiver, and I believe that is it. Or not the Colts. I'm not used to this still. The Riverhogs. And then J.C. Jackson. Yes. Okay, so he wants... There's Zach Kuntz, quarterback legend. He wants Addison. There we go. Sure. Jets win. The funniest result of that would be the Cowboys objectively winning. Let's see if 3 is even available. It is. Good. Yes. We just saved a minute. This makes me happy. And then you wanted to see Anthony Richardson's number. He is where... There's DJ. He is wearing 11. You might want to change that. All right, let's simulate. Here we go. Yes, Matt Corral was Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last pick of the fantasy draft. All right, here we go. May the sim gods be in your favor, except for the Titans. We'll start with Arizona. They slaughter the Giants 30-7. The Seahawks played Detroit. The Cardinals have the best record in the league right now. I just want to point that out. 2 sacks for Tui Pelotu and Hendrickson, and a lot of interceptions, including Brian Branch. Chargers lose to the Titans 38-35, so it appears our offense is very good, and our defense a little spotty, which is what I expected. Both quarterbacks played very well. Good start for Jalen Hurts. Nico was our leading receiver this time. Okay. I can live with this. The Titans are a good team. I can live with this. Harold Landry has 2 sacks. The rest of the team has 1. But at least Harold Landry's been good. The Chiefs lose to the Blues 35-21. I think the Blues are 2-0 now. 4 touchdowns for Justin Herbert. 4 interceptions for Zip and Zappy. Keenan Allen, the big game. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a common theme in Kansas City. The Commies lose to the Broncos. Denver's 2-0. Washington's 0-2. Good game for Tua again. He's off to a great start. Kansas City is not being welcomed to the Warren Flowers race. It's more so, Warren Flowers, you better be searching for Kansas City houses on Zillow. 6 tackles for loss for Jadeveon Clowney. Only half a sack, though. The Condoms lose to the Riverhogs 13-23. Both teams are now 1-1. Patrick Mahomes played well. Joe Burrow did not. Quentin Johnston, Offensive Player of the Year in OFL 23 with 10 catches for $117. The Cowboys lose to the Jets in overtime. Dak Prescott was a flaming hot pile of garbo. He was outplayed by Trey Lance, who's playing really well so far. It was Nick Chubb. That's why they lost. 22 for 159 for Chubb. 100 yards for Jahan Dotson. The Dreads lose to Atlanta. The Falcons are 2-0. Right? I got the Falcons game wrong last time. Yes, they won. Justin Fields was fine. Brock Purdy was also fine. Big game for Courtland Sutton. Hey, yo. The Eagles lose to the Black Knights, 19-10. Anthony Richardson played pretty well. He outplayed Matthew Stafford, who hasn't looked very good so far through 2 games for the Birds. You let him get Anthony Richardson. 2 sacks for Drew Sanders, 2 sacks for Highsmith, and an interception. The Niners beat the Rams. The Los Angeles Rams are 0-2. I am so sad by this. Trevor Lawrence carved up his defense. Lamar was not so good. He had a good game on the ground, though. Cooper Kupp scores 3 times. 4 TFLs for Shaq Barrett. Maybe I should have put them at number 1. I told you the power rankings were not going to be good. Also, who's not good is the Giants. We already saw them. The Huskies lose to the Armadillos 28-14. Mac Jones, 4 touchdowns. Kyler Murray was pretty good, too. Josh Downs with 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Greg Dortch with 90 and a score. A lot of sacks for the Armadillos. Joe Tryon-Shanka leads the way with 2. You also shouldn't have put us at 9. I guess not. I thought Desmond Ridder wouldn't be that bad. Lions beat Seattle by 1. 21-20. Oh. Sam Howell. Are you okay, my friend? It doesn't look like it. It appears he got hurt. And Gardner Minshew played very well. Unironically. He was better than both quarterbacks, although Will Levis was pretty good.
I'm winning the division right now.
No one ran the ball well. Aguilar with 100 yards and a touchdown. Why is he so good? And then on defense... the Panthers beat the Bulls. Good win here for Carolina after losing the first game. Josh Allen with 3 touchdowns. Breece Hall played very well. Hollywood, I almost called him Hollywood Brown. That's Marquise Goodwin with a big game. The Bulls is Pepperjack. Victor Dimukeji with 2 sacks. Good for him. The Raiders beat the Voyagers with Nathan Rourke at quarterback, and it appears he got hurt. Well, that would explain why they lost. Although Kirk Cousins wasn't that good, but neither of them were as bad as Deshaun Watson, who after torching Dallas in Week 1 was utterly abysmal today. 44% completion percentage. He was balls. What does that say about the Jets defense? I think I called them Dallas by accident. I meant the Jets. Rams stink. Ravens beat the Bengals. Good win for Baltimore. On the board with a W. Bryce Young was pretty good. Desmond Ridder was not pretty good.
I do not know what's happened that game. This team is supposed to be great.
They were supposed to be great, and apparently they're not. And I think it's because of Desmond Ridder. Van Ness with 2 sacks. Did the Raiders win? They did. Congratulations. The Hogs won. Seattle lost. The Steelers beat the Browns. They're 2-0. Kenny Pickles with 2 good games so far. Derrick Henry played a lot better than his first game. George Pickens had himself a day. Tristan Wirfs did not, allowing 3 sacks.
You need to change Kenny Pickles' name.
I know, I will. I have not forgotten. We saw that. Yuck. We saw that. And that's everyone.
Awesome. God, I don't want to fool myself.
As for the players of the week, We're going to have Baker Mayfield, obviously, along with Alex Highsmith, Justin Herbert, and Cam Taylor-Britt.
Opti, do me a solid. I need you to do me a solid, Opti.
What's up?
I need you to do me a solid. Beat Loja.
I'll try.
What?
No promises, clearly.
Yeah, beat Lil Shot Hockey. Beat him up.
Hey, before, can we look at Sam?
Yes, let's take a look at Sam Howell here. Sam Howell is fine. How many? We have Josh Jones, who's out for a week. The Cardinals have somebody. Spencer Brown's out for 10. Josh Jones is out for 1 week. Clyde is out for 9. Gabe Jones is out for 2. The Lions are going to be without Tajay Spears for 9. Rashawn Slater's out for 6. And that's it. There's been like no injuries. The injury sliders are fine. Let's switch the gameplay sliders in case we hop in, even though the next 2 games are simcasts. I got the Broncos. The Broncos is Naruto, who are playing really well. Yeah, the injuries are totally fine. Okay, QB accuracy I'm going to knock down. Pass blocking we're going to knock down to 30. Run blocking I think is fine for now. We'll move interceptions up to 50. We'll try this. We'll roll with that here for week 3. Okay, well that's good. So our first simcast, we've got the Riverhogs and the Ravens. Both teams are 1-1. Who's home? It looks like it's Baltimore. Nick and Nader versus SG, the top 2 picks in the fantasy draft. And of course, 2 of the admins. I don't think either of them are here. Although, SG told me what he wanted. Yeah, nobody in the AFC North moved. They're in the NFC North. Yeah, I think he said AFC. So for those of you, again, who are new, for the Simcast games, we Simcast it, pretty self-explanatory, but if the game is good late, we will hop in and watch. Big if indeed. So let's start with the first quarter. Okay, that's good. Virginia Beach gets the first score. Ravens marching on the doorstep as we start the second. And they do get a touchdown. They had a field goal. They're up 10-7. Hogs tie it. We're knotted up at 10 going into half. Into the third quarter. Virginia Beach with a touchdown. Ravens get one right back. We're going to go slower now here in the fourth. We're going to continue to sim for now. Ravens are looking strong. Can they punch it in? 3rd and goal. They do. There's 6 minutes left. Do we hop in or do we keep simming? The voice chat seems pretty even. So, hop, hop. I think since we're just starting and we don't really know these teams well, I think it would be fun to watch them. I think we're going to hop in. And now we're getting a lot of sims. Too late. I already made the choice. Sorry, guys. Pokemon's 2-0. Respect him. He's cooking. Who do they play? I don't even know who they play. And yeah, we get to look at the sliders as well. I agree. Bolt up. If we do not end the day 3-1, then I feel like that'd be bad because we're playing the Black Knights and then we play the Raiders, which is the Simcast game as well. Play action. Mahomes under pressure from Mack. Mahomes has not had a very good game. I think the Riverhawks jerseys, I don't know why. There's just something about them that looks good. I agree. They just mesh well. Yeah. I think the colors all go really well together. I think that's the best way to put it. The colors complement each other very nicely. Yeah, I think it looks good. 3rd and 9. Mahomes under pressure. Nice catch. It is a first down, but barely for Devin Duvernay. Bengal legend. Who dey? I don't know. That's his 3rd catch of the game. Mahomes, short throw. I think is that Duvernay again? It is. Shout out Devin. Who needs Jordan Addison and Drake London when you have Devin Duvernay? This is like Arthur Smith 2.0. Drake London already knows about this all too well. Are we going to see some Gibbs? Not on this play. It's play action. Mahomes does go to Gibbs, and he gets 3. Having trouble when the passing stats, when it comes to simcasts. Passing stats is in like they're too low or too high. Because clearly based off of this game, you're right. But I don't know if it's different with the quarter lengths because Nick said he uses 15, and we're obviously still on 9. Too low. Well, that's not great because I'm getting simcasted next week. It could be, but it's also Patrick Mahomes. Yes, they have Micah Parsons. 3rd and 3. It's a screen, and it's gonna work! I don't believe it! A slip screen worked at OFL, guys. Bottles up! Jahmyr Gibbs to the 28. Or maybe Patrick Mahomes just sucks. What a dot by Mahomes! It's Duvernay to the 2. That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Another good game. All within one drive. That's impressive. At the 2. 1st and goal. Jahmyr Gibbs. He's in. We are tied. The Virginia Beach Riverhogs. Knotted up. Bryce Young time? Oh, yes, we do. I am curious to see how Bryce Young looks here. They've got a solid group of players around him, headlined by DK Metcalf and Javonte Williams. I'm also curious to see his numbers, to see if this whole Simcast hypothesis is potentially true. I know, it would be annoying. I don't know. That the simcasting pass numbers are too low. Okay, that's fine. 21 of 26, 213. That's not as bad as Mahomes. That's still low, but it's not that low. It's fine. Pretty accurate. 21 of 26 is quite good. Bryce on 2nd down. Good throw. Good catch. Treylon Burks. I thought that game like popped out on the schedule, and it turns out they both stink, which is hilarious. One of them's going to be 0-3. Troy. Oh. Winner of that game's 3-0, by the way. 33 seconds. The Ravens don't seem to be in much of a hurry other than just looking for the sidelines. Which, I mean, might not be the worst scenario. I play against, you. Yeah, I play you. Young with a strike. He's got DK open. And they're in field goal range. Yes, I play against you. Not much there for Javonte. He loses 2. Price is mid. Stop this short thug. Okay. 3rd and 12. B.J. Ojolari in the backfield a couple times. Dragon legend. Back to Javante. He's going to break off a pretty nice run. Let's see if Baltimore can finish off the job. Who's their kicker? Does anyone know who the Ravens' kicker is? Yes, they do. Thank God. They have their own kicker. Oh, now there's the Riverhogs icing. Oh, they have Jake Moody. Oh, that's interesting. He's young. He is a dev, but he's only in like the low 70s. Oh, I wouldn't call this a shoe-in. 42 for the game. He's had a lot of time to think about it, and he got it. And Baltimore wins at the buzzer. So the Ravens jump up to 2-1. The Hogs go down to 1-2, with Bryce Young slightly outperforming Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, the ratings were within 10. Khalil Mack, 2 sacks. May the sim gods be in your favor, except for Little Jaw. All right, here we go. Riverhogs lost. Seahawks lose to Carolina, 42-21. Sam Howell played well. Josh Allen played a little better, though. DJ Moore played very well, though. You guys are going to mess around and have Pokemon win the division. Steelers are 3-0. I mean, they beat the Raiders. That's not, like, crazy. But Pittsburgh looks good. They look real good. Pickles with a nice game. Nathan Rourke back down to earth. Yes, I'm going to do it after we go through scores. How about that? That might jinx him, though, because he's 3-0. Oh, Tariq Woolen, 2 interceptions. And he wasn't even... He didn't catch those from Nathan Rourke. The Titans beat the Browns. They are 3-0, 48-28. That's a lot of points. Aaron Rodgers was pretty good. Tyler Huntley, he wasn't that bad. I mean, the completion percentage is low. CMC was very good. Nobody else was on the ground. Zay Jones leads the way receiving-wise. Honey Badger with 2 interceptions. Lattimore with another one. Voyagers beat the Commies. So they've beaten the Jets, they've beaten the Commanders, and they lost to Nathan Rourke. Make it make sense. Watson was mediocre. Tommy DeVito was also pretty mediocre. The Voyagers are such a weird 2-1. I don't know what to think about this team at all. I know less about them than I did going... Yeah, the only team they've lost to is Nathan Rourke. Oh, no. Hopefully we will be 2-1 in a couple minutes. The Armadillos beat the Broncos. Thank you, Danny. 24-21. We're 1-1. We lost to the Titans. Mac Jones played pretty well. He outplayed Tua, who's been on fire through the first 2 weeks. So the Dildos might have something here. Their only loss was to us. The Bears beat the Chiefs 11-10. Average Chiefs game. That might be the least surprising Chiefs score I've ever seen. The Bears with 5 in the 4th quarter. Did they get a game-winning safety? Bailey Zappi was bad. Could be worse. He was not as bad as Baker Mayfield, who completed 9 passes for 94 yards. Watch Baker Mayfield and Sim Baker Mayfield aren't quite the same. McGlinchey allows 4 sacks. TJ Watt is back. He had all 4 of them. And I imagine he had the safety. Yes. So TJ Watt's safety won them the game. Bengals beat the Rams, who are now 0-3. Who would have thought? Desmond Ridder with a masterclass. Lamar, not so much. He was the leading rusher, though. Welcome to the Frank era, guys. Black Knight. Oh my God, we lost to the Black Knights. Kill me now. 28-31. Our defense sucks. We let Anthony Richardson complete 84% of his passes, and he was not throwing checkdowns either. At least Sean Tucker played well. Okay, I can live happy now. That's a great question. Harold Landry has been on fire. He had 2. Sanders had 1. So did Ojabo. At least we played Nathan Rourke this week. At least there's that. The Blues are 3-0. They beat St. Louis. Double whammy for me because I had the Paris pick. You're right. My picks aren't looking too hot so far. St. Louis is 3-0, and Paris is 2-1. So, not great. Browns lost. Bulls beat the Desperado. Not the Desperado. I still get these mixed up. The Dreadnoughts. Justin Fields played really well. Jared Goff was good too. Jaden Reed with a big game. Caps lose to the Eagles 21-31. CJ Stroud got injured. Kellen Mond had to come in, and he wasn't awful. He was not as good as Matthew Stafford, though. Dawson Knox, Hottie Toddy. Bulls and Blues are going to have me in hell is right. Oh, boy. Cardinals lost. They got killed by Dallas. Okay. Trey Lance wasn't even good, ironically enough. Devon Achane, 15 carries, 49 yards, and 5 touchdowns. What? His longest run was 8 yards, yet he scored 5 times. He doesn't deserve one. He had 3.3 yards a carry. If he wins Player of the Week, we are having problems. Chargers lost. We apparently stink. The Chiefs lost. They definitely stink. The Commies lost. They are 0-3. Condoms lost. Dallas won. Dreads lost. Eagles won. The Falcons beat the Lions 28-0. Yikes. Brock Purdy played very well. Will Levis did not play very well. And Atlanta is 3-0. Jordan Mailata allowed 5 sacks. Levis got sacked a total of 9 times. Kayvon Thibodeau with 5 sacks. The Niners beat the Giants. Two sacks for Von Miller. All 5 of Kayvon's sacks were because of cleanup sacks, probably. I mean, Jordan Mailata literally allowed all 5, so they couldn't have been, but we can push agendas. The Huskies get smacked by the Jets, 38-10. Both of these teams coming back to normal. 5 scores for Dak, while Kyler Murray was abysmal. And then Chidobe Awuzie with an interception. Mailata allowed 5. He had the most. Panthers won. Raiders lost. Rams stink. And that brings us to Baltimore. Players of the week. Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Kayvon Thibodeau, and Tariq Woolen. So I have a couple things we've got to do before we get into Week 4's masterclass. The Coughing Baby meets Defunct Bomb as Nathan Rourke gets to play against the Chargers defense. So Devontae's going in the slot. Yes, it's Devontae Adams and then Mr. Pickles. Okay, I can do that. That's not... Hold on. There we go. Isn't Chris Godwin already there? Yeah, he is. Start Kirk. Awesome. Just for this game. Great. Can you check on Noah Fant? I can check on Noah Fant. Why is Mercedes Lewis above him? Oh, there. Let's just swap this. There we go. That's much better. Who do I want? I want the Steelers. And then Mr. Pickles. He should have lost last week. Number generator lands on 2. It landed on 2 every time. I think we're home. Are we? I'm not sure, to be honest, but it landed on 2. Yeah, we are home. Yes, I'm terrified. I should not be. I can live with 2 and 2. Please. Please, God. Yes, but I wanted to put everybody on the poll for the first week, and this game won, so I don't know. That too. Spoke, do you have any preference jersey-wise? I know there's not really choices. All white. That's pretty much all white. Oklahoma State starts their championship defense with a 77-0 thrashing on Missouri State. Oh, God. Why do we want to see Spalk play? This game won. Don't shoot the messenger. Sean Tucker coming off his best game last week. We need him to play well. We cannot fall to 1 and 3 with our easy stretch. Oh, God. Please, team. I can live with 2 and 2. Chargers get the ball first. March down the field. Good start. Our defense sucks, though, and the Raiders respond. Good for them. He's not going to go there. Offense, please. Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. All right, we're winning. I think they start with the ball, though. Yes. And we turn it over and we score. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, much better. All right, we can slow down. Oh, we hit the ball back. Perfect. Okay, yeah. I don't think we need to hop in here. Yeah, it's 34-10. We don't need to hop in. All right, I feel a lot better. They had me scared for a while after week 3, but strong win in the division, 34-16. I can live with 2 and 2. You can do a lot worse. We should have been better, but the defense did finally show up today. Yes, I am. The QB hypothesis thing is continuing to look strong. Both of them threw for under 200 yards. Although Jalen Hurts played well. I'm happy with Jalen through 4 weeks. Sean Tucker, not too bad. We might. 2 TFLs for Harold Landry. He's been the only guy on defense who's good, although Zach Allen had a great game. Joey Bosa finally has half a sack. Took a while. And then Jair Brown with an interception. Am I the only winless team left? No, the Rams are winless, along with a handful of others. Remember when the Bengals blew a 24-3 lead in the divisional round? I do remember that, yes. I'm happy I'm not... Oh, 2 injuries. Oh, who could this be? Jawan Johnson, out for the year. Backup tight end, out for 7 weeks. That means it's Hakeem Butler time, boys. Who's ready? No, I have Hakeem Butler. It's fine. I need Hakeem Butler. CeeDee Lamb has 9 catches for 115 yards this year. Ugh. Yikes. I did, yes. Here we go. We're about to find out because you're like 4th on the list. Chiefs beat the Jets. Oh my god. What is this game? Dak Prescott was not good. I have not been impressed with him so far through 4 weeks. Nick Chubb wasn't even good. Now you know how I feel, Nick. We lost to the Black Knights, although I would way rather lose to London because they're actually half decent than the Kansas City Chiefs, who, I mean, yeah, I'm still not used to these teams. Paris, my bad. Commies, they win a game. They beat the Eagles. Who would have thought? Jets had a top 2 fantasy. We're only 4 weeks in. Everyone said the Rams were number 1. Look at them. The Condoms beat the Steelers, who are no longer undefeated. Joe Burrow played well. Kenny Pickles not as good with the name change. ETN was good. Quentin Johnston was good. Still a very strong stream for Pittsburgh as they go 3-1. The Cowboys lose to the Huskies. Toronto with a win. Trey Lance was ironically good. Kyler was also fine. Baker had a 2 for Dak. Greg Dortch, 11 for $118. He's played really well so far. You'll love to see it. Crosby, 3 sacks. Are they running the Rams playbook? That would explain a lot. The Dreads lose to the Lions. Good stream for Detroit. They go 3-1. Albeit with a shutout as their loss, but still pretty successful. Two and a half sacks for Dexter Lawrence. Sexy Dexy. Eagles lose. Falcons, after shutting out the Lions, they get shut out by the 4-0 St. Louis Blues. Yet I was told that I made the Osa Odigizua trade. I told you they were half decent. I told you guys this was... I didn't know they'd be this good, but they were not a bad team coming into the year at all. Hey, speaking of Aleem McNeil, 2.5 sacks. Yeah, and no, in general they are worse, but I feel like in Simcast it's extra bad. The Niners lose to the Cardinals, who are 3-1. Let Russ cook. He was cooking all right. And through 4 weeks, Arizona is in first place, as we all expected. And now Seattle falls to 1-3. They lose to the Giants. Yes, you guys won. Gino of the strong game. Are the Seahawks watch merchants? And I guess beating the Rams doesn't look so impressive because the Rams are not so good. The Panthers have won 3 in a row. They beat the Black Knights. Yes, did you see Javon Achan's stat line? Wild. Put Rourke back at QB1. I can do. Drew Sanders with another sack. You said he would have 3 sacks today. He ended up with 4. Raiders lost. Yay. Rams won. We should. Lamar played well. He got sacked 6 times, but he still went 18 for 18. Did not miss a throw. While Mahomes also played well. So the Hogs only go 1-3. Not a great start for them. 3 sacks, though, for Kenny Clark. Ravens beat the Browns. Their offense is looking strong so far. 4 scores for Bryce Young on 48% completion percentage. He also completed less than 50% of his passes, though. Why did Khalil Mack get a pick? Okay. Oh, great. Seattle is a bye week at the perfect time. Steelers, we saw that they lost. The Titans are 4-0. They beat Cincinnati. Tennessee is legit, clearly. They have to be number 1 in the power rankings now. I don't think anyone's better than this team right now. Yeah, but for now they're looking hot. I mean, do they have any... Ooh, Ravens week 6. Falcons week 8. And even the Hogs week 5. All three of these games could be on the poll. Voyagers, they still don't make sense. They lose to the Armadillos, who are in first place at 3-1. Mac Jones was phenomenal. Watson was also good. Yes, he has. Traylon Diggs with an interception. The Bears. Ooh. This team is... So, across the 3 sim games, they've scored 13, 11, and 7. Baker Mayfield in sim might be the worst quarterback in the league. While Tua was also not very good. You're tied at 2-2. Bengals lost. Knights, we saw them, they lost. The Blues won, they're 4-0. Broncos country, they won. Browns lost. Bulls beat the Caps 28-7. The Caps are 1-3. Jared Goff, hello. Buda Baker, 2 picks. Yeah, we'll go through everybody's injuries shortly. Cardinals won, Chargers won, and we started with the Chargers. Bolt up. Players of the week. Jared Goff, Bryce Young, Buda Baker, and Max Crosby. Let's take a look at the standings through 4 weeks. Not exactly what we would have expected. We have 2 undefeated teams. The Titans and their division rivals, the St. Louis Blues. Winless. Nobody. Everybody's won a game. Wow. Through 4 weeks, everybody's won. Congrats, guys. In the AFC North, so far it's a 2-horse race with the Ravens and the Steelers, each at 3-1. In the South, the Blues and the Titans are the only undefeated teams. The Blues have allowed 66 points. The Armadillos are in first place of the East. Voyagers and Jets a game back. Broncos lead the West. Chargers a game back. The Broncos have allowed 54 points. I would expect this to be a 2-horse race, considering the other starting quarterbacks are Bailey Zappi and Nathan Rourke. In the NFC North, the Lions lead the way. The Bears and the Black Knights a game back, both looking solid. In the South, the Falcons and Panthers, 3-1 tied for first. Bulls look solid too. In the East, Dallas and the Eagles tied at 2-2. The others are 1 back. And then the NFC West, Seattle and the Rams 1-3 behind the Niners and the 3-1 Arizona Cardinals. I don't know. Injuries. So we know I'll just put Juwan Johnson on IR now. That's unfortunate. Trent Brown is out for 5 weeks, dislocated elbow. Michael Pierce is out for 1. Cortland Sutton's out for 2. Both. Damn, there's like... Oh, Josh Jake. Oh, he's only out 2 weeks. Okay. That could be a lot worse. And that's about it. So the only season-ending injury is a Charger. Awesome. Good for me. Week 5. Let's see if there's how many good games there are. The Blues are certainly a team I'm intrigued by now that they're 4-0. They play the Voyagers. Panthers-Lions. That's a good game. Ravens-Steelers. Ooh, that is a good game for sure. The Panthers is MMGK. And they're playing well. They're 3-1. Week 6. Ravens-Titans. Looks like the Ravens have a tough stretch here. Black Knights and the Bears. Oh, boy. Seattle and the Bengals, two of the underperformers. Hogs and Blues again. Panthers and Armadillos is a good game. Eagles-Jets is kind of interesting. Cardinals Rams could be fun. Cowboys Chargers, please don't disappoint me, team. Week 7. Blues Bulls, the battle of the bees. Falcons Caps could be cool. Dildos and Eagles is interesting. Not a lot of great games week 7. I do like this one, though. And then week 8. Caps Voyagers, Condoms and Panthers. Falcons Titans, Blues Steelers. Ravens Cardinals, another tough game for Baltimore. Bears Chargers. The Bears offense plays against the Chargers defense. That'll be interesting. The worst offense against the worst defense. Can't wait to see how that ends up. Sean Tucker's 3rd in yards and he has 8 touchdowns. Yay. Keep in mind the Chargers and Jets play in week 9. You're right. That's a good point. And we play the Ravens soon after that as well. So maybe we avoid the Chargers on the poll. And then maybe we just go like 0-3 and we're 2-5. Defense is an 85 overall too. Jeez, I ate it here. Anyway, I think we went over everything. By injuries, schedule. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. So that'll just about do it. I hope everybody enjoyed weeks 1 through 4 in the books. When will the next stream be? I don't know. But I'll let you guys know pretty soon.